Clash Royale.
And Frozen Temple, again, another map where TY's style really does well. So Patience is going to have to do something a little bit different, I think, going into this one.
Yeah, maybe pull out another one of his builds out of his PVT trick basket. We'll see what he's got here for Frozen Temple up against TY, the heavy favorite of the group. Looking to get out in 4-0. Can he do it? Let's jump into game number 2 and find out. Here we are on Frozen Temple for game number 2. And up in the top left, in the red, from the Afrika Freaks, it is Patience.
Fitting, he has the hourglass as his emblem. His opponent to the bottom right in blue is TY. Normally given the Siege Tank emblem, but now wears the badge of a medevac. And it's not even carrying a Siege Tank either, it's just a medevac.
Yeah.
But
I like following up for Legacy of the Void.
Yeah, not really. I like to point out these emblems that each player has, because that's something unique to Star League. As one's drinking chocolate milk and the other one's drinking regular milk.
And she also had some weird fan device. In Korea, they have all sorts of things that connect to power, because people started carrying power packs, like the stuff that charge your phones, and they just like carry it in their bag or whatever. You can charge your phone on the go. And then they created these fans that connect into that as well, and they just use the power from that and they spin. And during the summer, it cools you off. It's a really smart idea, but that was like a really complicated device. I don't even know what. I'd actually like to get a better look at exactly what that was.
It's a proton pack. She's actually a Ghostbuster.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new Ghostbusters movie?
No,
I have not either, but I didn't know it was actually an all-female Ghostbuster crew, which sounds really awesome to me. I need to see that. I have not seen it yet. But when I heard that it was coming out, which I actually only found out about it after it was released, because films like that aren't really marketed in Korea, I never know. Anyway, I want to see it, but it looks like we're going to have a proxy here, Valdez. Another one of the builds out of, what did you call it, the Bag of Trickery? Right? Bag of
Tricks.
Bag of Tricks.
PVT Bag of Tricks.
It looks like DT will be hidden here with the Twilight Council coming up.
And look at this. TY. All these Terrans nowadays are just trying to hide SCVs, but this time Patience not going to be fooled. Won't get fooled again. Fool me once. I don't know the rest of the saying, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I think it's fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. There we go. We solved it here at the SSL.
We did it, guys. But Dark Shrine should be coming up here right when this finishes. This actually is pretty nice timing. Drop it. Probe drops, it gets out.
Yeah.
No one's ever going to know that was that probe that put it down. The SCV that scouts will never know.
I love this. One Hellion. We haven't really seen this from TY. He's just like, no, I don't really know what's going on, so I'm just going to make a Hellion.
Shows glaives and adds gates. Make everything look normal. Nothing weird is happening.
And yeah, he's going to see the Chronovis there.
Now let's see if he keeps it, because I mean, he reasonably might. It's still going to be a good and almost essential upgrade later on, and he will keep it. But I like the attempt to make everything look normal in the main base. Yeah. The gates look kind of late, but I don't think that TY is really thinking about this. Like, okay, it could be DTs. I don't think he has any idea. He's not making an eBay. We'll see if he saves scans. I mean, this is a quick Dark Shrine. It looks like it's going to be slow warp DTs. There's no proxy gateway. He's just going to have that slow warp in.
And this kind of build is good for if they're preparing against DTs, as it was decent against when Kier was preparing. But if they're not preparing, the slower it is, the worse. You want to get over there as soon as possible, so they have the least amount of time to have detection up. And he's going to warp in right away. And there's still no turrets.
He has a scan.
One scan. Does he mule?
Yeah, can you check that for me? As we do see, one DT is warped into home. He sees
He hasn't muled. He hasn't muled.
He's not going to, because he knows he saw that DT warped in for the defense. This scan used offensively means that the DTs that come here, there's no answer for them.
There you go.
He can actually kill the SCV building, the eBay. He can kill the eBay straight up.
Yeah, he's going to have to rely on scans here for a long while.
Yep, and this means that just one more DT warp in here will help defend this. I mean, yes, he can run away from the DT, but the reactor is down. There's no repair. This is an issue, man. He's losing way too much here. The second eBay is not even halfway done.
Oh, boy.
And he's going to kill Marines, so even if he scans, what's he going to kill it with? He's going to have to land a Viking and fight with SCVs, which he is. Triple Widowmine drop, starting to find some damage. This is where patience starts to fall apart in moments like this. Can he actually bring it back here while he's multitasking these DTs? Oh, they lost that one, it looks like, to the Viking. Can he defend the Widowmines and everything else that's happening at home, though? I'm starting to worry for him. Looks like all three are still alive over there.
It looks like he has defended the Widowmines.
Scan goes up.
Oh,
okay, dodged with the DT at least.
Yeah.
DT can still be used defensively.
So going to get 5 probe kills here. And it's kind of defended, but at the same time, he has definitely taken a nice bit of damage. Warping in more DTs on the offensive here.
Looks like he really just wants to get these Widowmine shots off, but they're too low in health. It's hard to really say who actually got the better end of the deal, but these DTs are not done, so I would say that that's definitely going to be Patience's favor. I didn't realize there were still over here. 2 of them. One in the main base, one denying mining, and that one from the main looks like it came all the way down here. That depot pack could just be blown up. Oh, nice scan.
1 scan. He's going to need another one here as this DT is still around.
These Marines don't have combat shields. They're not even started, so DTs will one-shot any Marine in a situation like that. It's just a trade.
Yeah, another scan, and he's been denied so much mining at that natural, too. Patience is like, oh, maybe I can just kill you. He adds 3 more gates. He's already got 3. That's going to be, oh, he's adding 4 more even. And this is going to be a very strong attack. You know, there's no bunker at the front. He lost so many units. Patience might just be able to end this game here.
Let's see, that Archon is going to be quite powerful. It's going to be tough to kill. It's a big tank here. Blink forward. The turret helping out a lot, but he does elevator over, and he can just go ahead and warp in. He can warp in DTs, mind you. That Raven comes out, needs to keep that alive. Here comes the rest of the units home. A blink forward. A lot of SCVs on the ground. Medevac's here to try to help heal. Auto turret being planted as well. It's 3 adepts. That is the choice of warp in. He did get the glaives.
He gets some of the warp in there, but the warp prism does go down.
Okay, the Archon not fighting will get targeted down. A mule is dropped, which means CY thinks he's held this, but he does not. GG.
There you go, Patience.
I mean,
pulled the DT out of his hat. His bag of tricks.
I looked like CY, I was looking at him, like, he dropped the mule, and I was like, does he think he holds this? Like, he did not hold the push, obviously, and this is kind of impressive to play just one matchup, but to show basically 4 different builds now. Well, 3.5, I would argue, because the Oracle build on stage only did it twice, but it was like a little bit of a variation the second time he did it. So not just being like, okay, I'm going to standard blink into third base and just play a late game. He's like, no, I've got.
It's bringing out all the builds.
Yeah, he's got. Maybe if he ends up losing this best of 3. Whoever he places in the rematch, he just starts to play macro games, but he wants to just get out showing the least amount of builds possible, or like the least amount of macro possible, just cheesing, to where when you look back and watch, you go like, is he really going to play that again in the round of 8?
Well, I'm
impressed.